sports cat fitted. So, like I said, to do that, I'm gonna need this bad boy. So guys, there it is, check it out. The guys from Secure Plates have hooked up the build.
What channel is it on YouTube?
Add it, Salvage Nation.
Salvage Nation.
Underscore
I'm
Nick.
gonna check
No,
you out
just
later.
nice one.
Take it easy.
Alright, take care. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode from Salvage Nation. If you're new to my channel, my name is D, and what I do is I get damaged cars and I bring them back to life by putting in that hard work and hard craft. Now, today's episode is a very exciting episode. I've been filming this episode for ages, so if you see me changing clothes and stuff like that, forgive me. We're gonna be jumping back and forth because this episode is all about pushing my Bmw M135i to stage 2+. And to do that, I'm gonna need the help of today's sponsors. This video is sponsored by MHD Tuning, and the guys from MHD Tuning has hooked up this build. They've sent me over, where is it? There we go. They've sent me over their flashing tool, and they've also sent me over a ton of maps, which I'm going to be installing onto the car. You've got stock, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 2+. Plus there's some other bits and bobs, and there's a ton of customization that you can do through the MHD app when installing this, and you guys are going to be seeing all of it. And once it's all installed, we're going to be taking it onto a rolling road, and we're going to be seeing what the before and after figures are. But we're starting the video in the past because there's a few bits that I need to do before I can install the MHD tune and do all the customization. So I'll put this away. According to which tune you want to flash, they give you recommendations of what hardware you need to upgrade on the car. So I want to go straight from stock to stage 2+. And to do that, they're recommending that I upgrade my intercooler, which I already have, as you've seen in the previous episodes. They've also said I must upgrade the downpipe, and I've already gone ahead and installed a sports downpipe onto the car. So I'm gonna hand you over to myself in the past and let you see how I got on, and then by the time that's finished, we're gonna come back here and I'm gonna show you the next thing that we need to put on the car. All right guys, so I take it you've been talking to me in the future. We're here in the past. I don't know when this video is actually gonna come out, but you're here with me in the past where I'm gonna be installing a sports cat onto this car. If you remember when we done the first test drive, I said to you, it sounds nice, but I want it to sound even better, and I want to get more engine tone and engine notes and more power coming out of this 3-litre engine. So I'm gonna be taking out the standard cat and putting in the sports cat. So let's get the car up on the ramp, get those bits out, take the car out and see how it sounds. So guys, it's a bit dark underneath the car, so I've got this blinding light in my face so that you guys can see this old mug. But check it out. If you come up here, this is my original cat right there, and it's literally 4 bolts round the back, 2 ring clamps, and hopefully the old one should be able to come out, and I'll put the sports one in, transfer all my oxygen sensors, my lambda sensors, etc, etc, get the car down. It should be nice and easy. So I'm not even gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse, get it all blitzed out, and then we'll take the car out and see how it goes. Guys, there you have it with a little bit of hard work and elbow grease. That's the exhaust part of the turbo, if I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong. Old cat is out, sports cat is going in, boom, bash, bomb. Next time I check in with you guys, the car's gonna be off the ramp. Let go, sports cat fitted. That should give me some power, and it sounds 10 times better. Fast, isn't it? So guys, at this point, as you've just seen, I've installed my sports cat, and I want to take this moment to show you how we're going to add a little bit of barbels to get this car sounding that tad bit more aggressive whilst using the stock exhaust. So like I said, to do that, I'm going to need this bad boy. This is the flash tuner from MHD Tuning, and it's coming with the app. I've already upgraded to the latest version of the app, so all I need to do is connect this to the car, open up the app, and I'm going to be doing a screenshot, so you should see it on the screen right here. It's so simple, so easy, and I want to show you all the stuff you can do with the MHD app. This has still got the stock tune, and I'm just going to add some exhaust barbels so you can customize it whilst using stock power and stock tuning. And before I hit right map, all I'm going to do is options, exhaust barbels, The overrun brap is like that DSG fart. I really like it, so I've set it to long. And then when it comes to the exhaust barbels, I'm gonna switch that to on. And then you can literally just, right here, you can customize how long you want it to be in bass, which is comfort mode, or how long you want it to be in sports mode. The aggressiveness, I kind of like, I like how it sounds in medium, so I'm gonna leave it in medium. That's all I'm gonna go. I'm ready with that. And all I need to do now is hit map right. So whilst that's doing this thing, all we need to do is sit and wait. Another thing you need to make sure you do is make sure that your driver's seatbelt is all fastened, because this is going to stop some of the modules from going to sleep, and it's going to ensure that the system is able to complete the process 100%. And that's it, guys. All we need to do now is wait. This is going to take no more than 2 to 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, we'll get the car out and we'll see how it sounds. Guys, how amazing does the car sound now? I hope you enjoyed that segment. With all of that done, that's 2 things that I've done now. So just to recap, I've upgraded to a massive intercooler to really keep the temperatures nice and low, and I've also gone ahead and fitted the sports cat so that the engine will breathe better. Now, speaking of breathing, I think I'm gonna turn my attention to my intake. Now, I had a good long thought about this, and I was gonna get like a burger tuning or MST intake, but I've decided, with the help of some of you guys in the comments as well, I'm just gonna keep it with the stock intake. I've already upgraded the turbo inlet section, but I'm gonna keep this section stock, and I'm just gonna add this heat reflective tape around it just to keep it nice and cool. But I was told by many tuners that because I've already upgraded to the bigger intercooler, that's the thing that's really gonna keep the temperatures, and it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really make a big difference. The guys from Pipercross have hooked me up with a panel filter, and we're gonna be wrapping this. Another thing that I'm gonna be doing now, MHD didn't recommend this, but I'm gonna be going ahead and doing it, is I'm gonna be fitting an oil catch can. Now check this out. Special thanks to one of our subscribers called AB. I met AB when I went down to Valentino's shop to do the interior on the car. He's got a similar car as well, well actually the same car, and he knows everything about these, and he has got one of these installed, and this is a custom made bracket that he made. Now, a catch can kit for this car costs 250 quid on average. I've been checking, and he told me, look, you can make the kit yourself, you can get this custom bracket, you can get a generic catch can that looks identical to the burger tuning ones and all the other expensive ones. And I've just gone ahead and ordered some pipes and some Jubilee clips, and that's all you need. In total, I think I spent 50 quid. I think it was like 20 quid to get this bracket made up. And I'm gonna be showing you how all of this goes in, but it's pretty straightforward. So let's get the oil catch can on the car, get this off and get it wrapped. Alright, so guys, so there you have it. Custom bracket, it connects right here. As you can see, the install is very nice, very clean. I just used the rattle can and I sprayed it black so you can see it. I've put 2 Jubilee clips on either side just so it doesn't pop off there, but this system is not under pressure. These hoses are not under any immense pressure, so it should be fine. This is just a precaution. If anything goes wrong in your engine and it's shooting out oil, you don't want it to go straight directly into your turbo. It can really mess up your turbo. So as you can see, the rocker cover breather hose comes out of here. It goes into this section of the catch can, which is filtered, obviously all the oil drops down and only air, fresh clean air, can go straight back into your turbo inlet, which is down there. Now when it comes to putting back on your engine cover, you will need to make a slight modification, which I'm about to do, because as you can see, my new bracket is in the way. So I've gone ahead and I've marked it, and all it is, I'm gonna round it up with my Dremel and I'm gonna be smoothing it out. It's gonna look quite OEM. I've seen how it's done. My boy AB showed me how it's done, and I'm pretty confident I can get it to look really nice. And then I'm gonna put that on, and then we can continue with getting the intake wrapped up. Alright, you guys, have a look at this bracket that we've made. Like I said, my guy AB went and got that hooked up for me. That has connected to these parts here where the front panel meets the chassis arms, and it just looks really clean. Tell me what you think of that. I went ahead and I modded my engine cover right there just so it will get a bit more clearance. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can have a better look. We're going to be doing something with the engine cover, so I'm not too bothered about the marks, but I went ahead, sanded it down, and that looks all nice and smooth, nice and clean, and it's a very clean install, and it's a very handy mod to have on these M55 engines. I also went ahead and I've put some heat reflective tape on my intake. I've got the pipe across panel filter in there, and like I said, this is all stock, but this inlet pipe here is aftermarket and it's got the bigger diameters as well. So that's all I'm going to be doing for the intake. So that is intake complete, catch can complete, upgraded intercooler complete. I've got the sports cat on. So now that we've got the car looking great, sounding great, before we head off, I want to put on my private plate. And if you've seen any of my previous builds, this is my own personal private plate, and I want to slap it on the car, but I haven't got plates, and that's where this next company who's gotten involved on the build is going to come into play. It's a company called Secure Plates. They've reached out to me and they're going to be providing me with a set of 4D plates for this car, and if you guys want to get some plates, there will be a link and a discount code down below. Go check them out on social media, drop a comment, make sure you tell them you're coming from Salvage Nation and you're going to get a discount on a set of plates. They do 2D, 3D, 4D and even 5D. I don't know what 5D is, but let's go meet him. He's got a mobile service, he's got a delivery service, he's got a pickup service. Let's go meet him. He's going to be coming down to the garage in a minute. It's now 9 o'clock at night and he's coming out at 9 o'clock to make me a set of plates, and you're going to see it. So let's go check it out.
So it was D, 3, G,
GBO.
GBO. Laser precise.
So guys, there it is, check it out. The guys from Secure Plates have hooked up the build. D3 GBO, if you see any of my previous builds, that's my private plate. I went for the 5D, but you do 2D, 3D,
Yeah, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D,
5D.
colours, shortened, tinted.
Yeah.
Untold amounts, literally Lambo.
Yeah, Lambo style.
Yeah.
Guys,
There's bundles.
he's sick. And you're mobile, so everything's in the van.
Come in the van.
You come out, what's your catchment area?
London.
Okay, so if you're in London,
Yeah, we've got you. If not, we can post.
sweet. If you're in London, check him out. You can find him on Insta at Secure Plates. DM him, mention Salvage Nation. He'll come out to you if you're in London. If you're not, he can post out to you if you're further afield. But yeah, show him some love, man. Go check him out. Right, with that done, guys, it's time to continue.
That will be why then.
I've actually got all the paperwork still.
So we'll just, as long as that plate is showing you.
What channel is it on YouTube?
Add it, Salvage Nation.
Salvage underscore
I'm gonna
nation.
check
No,
you out
just
later.
nice one.
Good to meet you.
No,
Take it easy.
alright, take care. Oh. Guys, the amount of times that I've been stopped in this car. It's frustrating, but you just killed them with niceness. They were lovely. I was legit. That's the most important thing. And now we continue. So guys, there you have it. We've reached the end of this episode. We managed to do so much. I wanted to actually take the car onto a rolling road and install that full stage 2 plus map from MHD onto the car in this episode. However, I got a phone call yesterday from the owner of the shop where he's booked in to go onto the rolling road. And unfortunately, he came down with COVID. So we had to cancel it until next week. So we're gonna have to wrap up this episode right here, but listen, this car is a beast to drive. It looks amazing and it's starting to come together and it's starting to sound like an absolute animal. But in the next episode, we're gonna take a break from modding the exterior of the car and it's gonna be all about the interior of the car, because I'm gonna be heading down to VPET's Trims where he's gonna be doing me a custom steering wheel, custom interior trims. Everything is just gonna be custom and it's gonna be amazing. And you're gonna see the whole process from beginning to the end, thanks to Valentino. So I'm looking forward to that and I hope you guys are as well. Apart from that, the guys from Carbonite Sense have sent me down a ton of parts where we're gonna be installing on the car. And as you can see, I wanna get rid of all of this mixed color. Also in the near future, we're gonna be getting ready to spray, do all the body work and get this car looking 110%. And we still got a few more mods, and then hopefully that was going to bring us all the way down to where we could take it onto a rolling road, and we're going to be turning this thing into an M2 beta, because by then, trust me, we're pushing this car to, I want to get to 500. If I can get to 500 brake to the wheels, I'll be happy. But if you want to see if we're going to be successful in that chase, you have to subscribe to the channel. And if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you press the like button. But for now, we're going to pack up everything, close everything down, and this is where we're going to head off. So like I always say, keep it moving, and I'll see you in the next one. Guys, thank you for watching. Click here to see what YouTube thinks you should watch. Click here to watch one of my previous episodes. And like it said there, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We out.